so pretty, 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 baby.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Stunning Sadie and I'm glad you're here. So let's hop into the topic of being ditzy is a superpower. So let's get into it. Being ditzy is often portrayed negatively, associated with forgetfulness, lack of seriousness, or being scatterbrained, but there can be a lot of unexpected benefits. So I wrote a list of 7 reasons why being ditzy is a good thing, okay? Because if you're like me with the da-da-da, being superwoman all the time and you're tired of it, you just want to relax. You don't want to be doing this and doing that, and you just maybe want to be ditzy, right? So I'm going to tell you why being ditzy is good and how you can incorporate it into your everyday life. So one thing is a disarming presence. So being ditzy can lead others to open up or drop their guard, which is good in social settings, right? So how would I explain that? So when somebody's coming up to you, you want them to be comfortable. You want to see how they really are. And if they don't feel that pressure to be this macho man or bigger than life person because they don't really see you as somebody to impress, it might be like more so like a comfortability thing where you're like, okay, you can see people more so for who they are because they're not holding up this facade of trying to impress you. And that way, that can be a superpower. 2, lower anxiety. So you have a more relaxed presence. You have the ability to go with the flow, and you're less likely to obsess over mistakes or worry obsessively about the future. You're more so, think of yourself like a butterfly. You're just fluttering here, you're fluttering there. You may bump into some things, but you're still continuing to move with the flow. You're not taking yourself so seriously. And that can calm anxiety because you're not anxious. You're not like, oh my God, what should I do? Where should I go? You're just like, oh, I planned this trip to Mexico and I'm going to stay at this hotel, but we'll see what happens. I'll go on TikTok and I'll see some restaurants and I'll just go with that. And if that's too packed, maybe I'll see a restaurant at the corner over there and I just go there. So you're not really you're just immersing yourself in an experience. 3, infectious positivity. Honestly, this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite ones, okay? Ditzy people bring a light, playful, or harmony vibe to the room. That energy can lighten moods, reduce tension, and encourage a more fun and creative environment. So when a ditzy person like maybe falls or maybe spills some water or wine on their shirt, they're not taking themselves, again, so seriously. It's more so like a playful vibe, and it makes other people want to be more playful. They're like, oh, wow, she's not taking herself so serious. She fell, and she's not even worried about like other people making fun of her or anything. She's dusting herself off and say, oh, I fell, people fall. Who cares? And that is in itself a superpower. You're not feeling so self-conscious. You're just being free with yourself. You're just letting whatever happens, what may happen, flow. You're flowing. 4, freedom from perfectionism. Not being hung up on perfectionism, taking risks, trying new things, bouncing back from failure more easily. I don't know if you remember that quote, or there's a quote that says, it's not about how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you get back up. And that's what a ditzy person do. Like you could say, wow, she or he has went through this and went through that, and they just keep getting up. And they're like, why? It's because they know that they are still going to be able to roll with the punches. They're like, well, you know what? That happened. I'm going to dust myself off and I'm going to keep on going. Not everything needs to be perfect. Like today, my shirt might not match my earrings or my pants might not match my shoes, but I already walked 3 blocks away from my house and I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go to work and it's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna take myself so seriously. It's more so like a relaxed thing. You're just more relaxed. 5, people cut you slack. Oh my gosh. If you come into the workplace and like maybe it's your first week and you're like, I know what to do, I got this, I don't want people to be upset or whatever. And when you honestly make a mistake, people ridicule you more. But if you're a ditzy person, if they're already thinking that, oh, you know what, she's not really gonna do awesome anyway, you have more room to make mistakes. But if you come in there charging, guns blazing, saying, I'm taking charge, I know what to do, it's not going to relay well. That means that people are going to just wait, like bide their time, wait for you to make a mistake. And that doesn't really breed a good work environment. Not like work environments are the best anyway, but you want room where you can breathe, where you can make a mistake and people say, oh, well, she made a mistake. Now they might expect that if they view you as a ditzy person, but it's not like it's the end of the world. And then you have somebody who's more strong and more so taking the lead and all that stuff. They make a mistake. It's like all hell has freezed over. Like, oh my God, it's such a huge, big deal. You make a mistake, people are more lenient with you if you're ditzy, or they view you as ditzy. Are you getting what I'm throwing down? You're picking up what I'm dropping? Okay. So 6, creative thinking. Outside of the box creativity and non-linear problem solving. So I love this as well. This is probably my second favorite word with 2 words, creative thinking one. So there's an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't like that show because they're a-holes, but that's the whole purpose of the show. They go on Family Feud, and the one with the funny voice, I don't know his name because I don't watch a show like that. And so the host, Steve Harvey, asks the questions, and there's always an answer at the end that nobody can like get except the one with the funny voice. Like when he does the answer, so let's say, for example, if it's saying what a person brings to a camping trip, everybody would say, okay, a tent, a pot, hiking shoes, something like that. And then there'll be that one answer that nobody can get. And then that guy, let's call him the ditzy one, he answers the question and says, oh, I'll bring purple gloves. And then it would be right there. So if you're a ditzy person will literally pull you out of what would be so-called normal. They will allow you to think outside the box. They will give you ideas that you couldn't even fathom. It kind of gives me kind of like the Alice in Wonderland. I love that movie. But it also shows like all the unique things when she tells her, I specifically asked for white roses. And she's like, you can always paint the roses red. Now, that might seem like a ditzy thing to say, but it's something that you can tell the woman never even thought of painting the roses red. But it's so refreshing. So 7, this is last but not least, the element of surprise. People can be easier to impress or exceed expectations when you do deliver. So let's rewind back to the working example. So the ditzy person ends up, instead of making a mistake, which everybody is hoping to happen, they actually succeed. They actually excel. They actually ends up swooping in and taking the supervisor position. And people are elated. People are super happy for you. They're like, wow, this is amazing. So it's like even the smallest things, because people are already looking at you as ditzy or thinking you're not able to do it, you conquer it all and you do it. And they're like, wow. It's kind of like you're like a wild card or like the joker of the deck. Nobody's expecting it from you, but when it does happen, everyone is extremely excited. They're cheering you on. Ooh, there she goes. There he goes. So it's just like a hidden talent being ditzy because they're not going to see you coming. Okay. And if I haven't said it enough, it is more relaxing not to stress, not to overthink all the time, to just let live and rest. So I hope you guys and ladies enjoyed my advice for being ditzy and go out in that world and be a little ditzy. It's okay. You make a mistake, you make several, but you learn and you get back up. Bye, ladies.